Lisa. Welcome to my channel. In today's video, I'm finally getting rid of these nails. So I took them off already off camera, and now I am just filing my natural nails to get them, you know, as even looking as possible, because today I want to try the Lazy Girl method with my jelly builder gel. I thought that would be a good option to try it with, because being that it's jelly, it might, you know, give it a more natural look, even though there's nothing natural about this look. And I just would like to be able to still see some, you know, things about the natural nail plate. So after I did that filing, I'm going in with my hard brush and alcohol just to get off all the dust that I can, to make sure everything has a good adhesion. And once that was done, I wanted to try my new Lisa peel off base coat. I never used a base coat before, but I have seen it plenty of times, and I just decided I finally want to try one. So I just got this and taking it out of the package, and first I was going to put it on, but then first I decided that I need to do my prep and prime. So that's very important, to get rid of all the oils and dirt that may be on your nail plate. So right here is the prep. You want to rub that into every nail. And then after that, you do the prime. Now the prime is really important, the primer for the adhesion. This is what makes sure whatever product you're going to be using really sticks and doesn't lift. So you want to make sure you put that on, but don't flood it. So I'm starting off with a regular layer of my Beetles base coat, just for some little extra, you know, nail protection. So I'm doing one layer of that to each of my nails. After I cured that, I did go ahead and put 2 coats of the peel off base coat on. I don't know where that part of this video went, but that's what I did. After that was all cured, I started etching the inside of my tips. Now you need to do that in order to get the product to stick to it, especially if you're using gel. A gel doesn't like to stick to a shiny surface, so you need to rough that up inside. And I did that to all the nails, and when I was done, I went in with my brush, dipped in some alcohol, and I just cleaned the inside of each tip. Using my Macart base coat, I use that inside of each tip to give the glitter or whatever decoration you want to use something to stick to. So I'm putting that in my first tip here, you know, a good decent layer. And then I chose to use these sparkly flakes that I have. There's a bunch of different shades and sizes and stuff in this one case, but I decided on using that one right there that has like circle glitter along with flakes. So I thought that would bring a lot of dimension to it. So I use a brush that I dipped in some base coat to get, you know, the glitter to stick to it. And I don't want to put too much, so I just want to focus it along the tip part. I don't want to put it anywhere up top where the nail plate is, because that's where the gel goes. So I'm just putting that at the tip portion, and I'm keeping it kind of sparingly because I do want to add something else as well. So I wanted to use some big foil pieces, so that's what I grabbed. And I'm just using my tweezers to take out some pieces of it. And I'm putting it in my little tray here, and just using both of my tweezers, I'm gonna break it up just a bit. I want to keep it on the big size, you know, so it looks different than what I already put on. And I'm gonna also put that into the base coat wherever, you know, I left some clear parts down at the bottom. So once I was happy with the placement of all those foil pieces, I looked at it, make sure it was all good, and then I gave it a cure before I move on to the next step. So now I'm using that jelly gel that I said, the builder gel. So I'm just going to start off with a little amount, to do the slip layer. And I'm only focusing that on the top part of the tip. Later on, I'll put different gel at the bottom. And you don't want to put too much, because then when you go to place this on your nail, it's all going to spill out. So, but you do want to make sure you got it all over, all up the side walls and everything. And at the cuticle part, you really don't want to have a lot either, because when you push it on, it'll all kind of squish up to there. But you do want to make sure that you have enough in the apex area, like, the middle of your nail plate, to make sure that it is strong enough. So gel also likes to stick to gel, which is why we do the slip layers. And I am doing that same concept on my fingernail. I am just putting, a very thin layer of gel. So when I press that nail on, it will stick to it. I start off by putting the tip on like the free edge of my nail and then down at the cuticle, so there's no spilling as much as possible. And then I cure it under my lamp for a flash cure. And now I'm just going on to that next nail. This one will be the same as the thumb, and my next two will be different. So I'll just let you watch this process. So I wanted to make my middle and my ring finger like the accent nails. So I chose to use this really pretty pink foil that I have. And I'm going to put that in along with the same glitter and flakes that I put in the other nails. But instead of the silver foil, I'm just going to add the pink foil to give it more of a pop. Now I'm going in with that pink foil, and I realized that I picked up like this weird circle piece and I put it on, and I tried to break it up with my brush, but that obviously wasn't strong enough. So I'll just break that up later, and I move on and I continue putting pink pieces wherever I think they look good. So now with that jelly gel, I'm going in with that thin layer. And yeah, I did a little far down. I'm really not sure why, but can't really see it once I put it on, so it was okay. But yeah, so I did that thin layer, and then I take a bigger scoop to fill that in the middle portion, like I said, where you want that strength for your nail. And I put that on there and try to stay away from the cuticle. And then you want to do that slip layer on your actual nail again, so they stick to each other as best as possible. So now I'm placing that nail on, and you can see here how I start from the tip and it really pushes that gel up. So that's why you don't want to put much gel near the cuticle, because then you'll have a big mess. And yeah, now you just want to flash cure it. For this nail, I am doing the same as the last nail with those glittery flakes and the pink foil. For my pinky, I'm doing the same as the rest of the fingers, where I do the silver foil and those glittery foil flakes. Once I gave all those nails a cure, 60-second cure in my big lamp, I'm just wiping off all the stickiness from the gel that did leak out. And now I'm using clear gel, and I'm gonna put that underneath the underneath side of my nails, because I do want to do a thin encapsulation for all the decoration we put there. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do that to every nail. That got a full 60-second cure as well, and now I'm just wiping off the sticky layer from underneath from applying that gel. And once that's all done, I'm gonna start filing. So I use my 100-180 as usual to file. You wanna file around the cuticles for, like I said, any gel that may have spilled out. And you also want to, you know, do that on the sides as well, because gel could have spilled down the sides. And you just want to give everything a nice shape and just make sure everything looks good and you're happy with it. So I wasn't liking how the hand file did my cuticle area. So I just took out my e-file and used my sanding band on a low speed. I believe I did it like 5 RPMs, and that really helped it and really made it look flush and really nice, just to get it all smooth around the cuticle area. And yet again, I go in with my brush and alcohol to make sure that these nails are really clean. I clean top of them and the bottom of them as well, being that I left this like, you know, a clear set. I really want to make sure everything is off of it. So now I'm just going to go in with a light buffing to all my nails, because like I said earlier, gel does not like to stick to shiny surfaces. So you need to scratch that up a bit so your top gel will stick to it and won't peel off. I probably should have done this before that thorough cleaning, but yeah. So now you just want to dust those nails off and clean again using my Macart top coat. I just give all those nails a nice top coat. I also, when I'm done with that, I also flip my hand over and I top coat the bottom of my nails as well, because we did put gel there, and also by putting top coat underneath, it gives it a more, you know, shiny, clear finish. So now I'm putting on some cuticle oil, maybe a bit too much because it's like all over, but you just want to rub that in, make your nails look all nice and pretty and nourished again. And then that is this set. So I really enjoyed doing this set. It was faster, I will say, but I did still feel like there was still like a lot to do for it to be called like the lazy girl method. But yeah, I did enjoy doing it, and I really like how the jelly gel looks like my natural nail beds, and I love all the shininess added. So yeah, this is how they turned out. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please make sure to subscribe to my channel, and thank you so much, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.